Consistency is about mastery. Diba? Hindi ka pwedeng maging master ng something kung hindi ka consistent. Ganun lang siya. So, isa-isahin natin. The idea is, dun sa impact workflow, I want you guys to be the best doon sa per box. I want you guys to be the best in trend identification, to be the best in risk management, in position sizing, to be the best in journaling. Kilala niyo ba si Tinnitus? Best backtester ang PEG. Best backtester. Pero ako, I know for a fact na prior to that na dumating siya sa level na yon, ay yung naging struggle niya. From struggle, ginawa niyang strength. From adversity, ginawa niyang strength. Sino dito yung nag-comment about our adversity to strength? Sino ngayon? Ikaw ba yun, sir? Ikaw ba yun? Nag-post, palapakan natin. Acknowledgement. And believe me, it's all about you creating your version 1. Your version 1. Because definitely, yung version 1 nyo will suck. That's why you have to do it right away, agad-agad. Tapusin nyo na agad yung version 1 nyo. Without you knowing it, nasa version 10 na kayo. Diba? Ako yung version 1 ko talagang nangangatog. Sila din, nakita ko yung version 1 nila. Kaya nire-record ko palagi eh. Kasi gusto ko ipakita, after 10 years nila na maging mentor, ito yung version 1 mo. Tignan mo na kung sino ka ngayon, no? Di ba kasi yung iba, they are perfectionists. When you're a perfectionist, ano yung sabi ko? Perfectionist is what? Yung tinuro sa akin ng mentor ko sa Singapore. Perfectionist is what? The fear of what? Finishing. Gusto ko maging best muna. Meron na ako na umpisahan. Pero perfectionism is the fear of finishing. As opposed to what? Procrastination is what? Fear of starting. So don't be a perfectionist kasi kahit anong aral mo, after 2 years ka pumunta rito, after 5 years ka pumunta rito, your version will suck. It will suck. Believe me. So, ba't pa natin kailangan i-delay yung success? So, sabi ko, ang topic ko ngayon is about state changer, no? So, basically, nandito kayo sa current state ngayon and you have a desired state. So, whether you want to be low, you want to be happier in life, you want to be less emotional in trading, you want to have that physical body. So, 3 types of... Naku, maliit pala to, Brad. State changer. By the way, my mentor in training was the one who taught me this. State changer. And since pupunta na rin naman kayo sa harapan, i-explain ko siya with the context of you speaking here as a speaker. So, okay ba yun? Yes! So, para lang meron din kayong So, the one way to change the state of your audience, kung speaker ka, is how? Yung usually natin ginagawa sa impact, mental state changers. So, mental state changers. So, anong ibig sabihin nito? Pwedeng magpapa-finish ka pwedeng magpapagawa ka ng exercises sa mga participants. Papansin nyo, minsan meron tayo mga, find the partner! Find the group of 3! Diba? Those are mental state change. Kasi hindi ka nga pwedeng aantok-antok eh. Learning requires what? Energy, di ba? So, energy is everything. And one way, pag nakikita mo aantok-antok na yung mga audience mo, mental state changer. So, parang pwedeng fill in the blank. So, that's a mental, ginawa ko na. Fill in the blank. So, pwedeng, guys, enumerate the following. Ano yung mga 3 key takeaways nyo? That's a mental state change. To speed up. Ang tawag kasi nila dito, tawag ng mentor ko dito is, ako yung memory ko kasi goldfish eh. Advance, parang siya, to speed up learning. To accelerated learning. Palakpakan natin si Glenn. Accelerated learning. Ano nga ulit pangalan mo, madam? Lai, yun. So, tama naman ako. So, accelerated learning yung tawag doon. So, mental state change. Another state changer is what? Siyempre, yung emotional. So, nabanggit ko kanina, find a partner. So, tell a compelling story, tell a sad story, tell a story na nakapag-breakthrough ka. It could also be you telling a story from your past. Medyo will connect to your audience on a emotional level. So that's also a state changer. So mamaya i-explain ko kung bakit, anong importance ito Hindi ko pa i-explain kung bakit, ano ba yan? Ano pinagsasabi ni Kap na state changer? So mamaya may papakita ko na video. And the last but not the least, yung pinaka-popular, pinaka-widely used dito sa RTC is the physical state changer. So yung mga palakpakan, yung mga give yourselves a high five, yung mga tipong stretching moves. Nagpa-stretching ba kayo kanina? Yung masahe moves. Mga physical state changer yon. Yung mga go around the room, meet someone wearing blue. Meet someone with a smiling face. Those are physical state changer. Hindi yun pagmamanipula sa audience You are helping them dun sa proseso. Kasi ayaw mong aantok-antok sila. You want to manufacture energy. Diba? So, kailangan, meron tayong mga ganito. Ano-ano pa yung mga tingin yung klaseng physical state change na nakita niyong ginagawa na namin? Sayaw-sayaw moves, di ba? O yung mga tipong, actually, yung mga pag nagtatanong kami. Marami yun, no? Pwedeng dito, mental, pwedeng emotional din yon, pwedeng physical din yan, kasi tatayo yung audience, Bato-batopic moves. Diba? Thank you. Mga ganon, mga physical state changers. Ang pinaka madali kasi is yung physical state change. And the good thing about state changing is, once you change one, you change them all. So, bilang back on track na agad yung learning. And ipapakita ko sa inyo how you can use this in life. How you can use this also in trading. Pero, meron akong ano tawag dito, tao na mas merong karapatan na, anong tawag dito, mag-explain. So, roll VTR tayo, guys. Kilala niyo ba to, guys? Yes! Tony Robbins.
We're back and it's time for another class day. Tony Robbins is one of the most sought-after seminars in the world, and you get to experience it right now. You can't even get into these things, I'm telling you. So we picked students to be here today for this class because they've always wanted to come to one of your events, but it's hard. You gotta have time to go. You gotta be able to go a distance because I know it was your local time, right? And you gotta get tickets, which is hard to do.
And it's 50 hours.
It's 50 hours.
5 minutes.
So
it's still immersion.
He's known for making lasting change. And I'm gonna ask you if you can combine 50 hours worth of wisdom into 5 or so minutes. So take it away.
All right. So I've heard a little bit, but just tell me for real fast, what if there's one concern you have, what is it for you?
Anxiety.
Anxiety. And what tends to trigger that?
I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I need to figure out what I'm doing with my life, like right now.
Okay. And so that pressure inside is really affecting you. How about for yourself?
Fear of failure, loss.
Okay. And what causes that? What triggers that most for you?
I've had losses in life. I've had losses, from my family. And, I've always been really success-oriented.
Okay.
So, I always want to exceed. I'm kind of an overachiever in a sense.
And if you don't, it's not consistent with your identity, so it creates a pain.
Exactly.
I get it. How about for you?
I'm a business owner, and just getting people on board with my idea, I don't have that niche market.
Okay.
And so doing my business plan has been so difficult because I'm creating something that's new.
Okay.
And it's failure almost too, in a sense where how do I succeed and get people on board and invest and, make this world a better place through my idea.
And real quick.
I get overwhelmed, and right now I'm overwhelmed because I just found out my mom has stage 3 ovarian cancer. And yesterday I was in Toronto with her and literally drove home so I could be here with you.
Wow.
So I could get your perspective on it because I'm trying to stay super positive, but I also have to manage my life.
Yes.
And I live here, so sorting that out.
Let me, in a couple of minutes, let me just introduce all of you to just a simple understanding of concept. All of you have targets, things that you're after. If you're gonna get a new result, if you're gonna grow your business, if you're gonna be able to support your mom, if you're gonna get rid of the anxiety, if you're gonna be able to overachieve and not have all that fear inside of you, you obviously need to get a new result. You're gonna have to get new action. We all know that. You don't get new results with old actions, doing the same thing.
Exactly.
What human beings can do, this is a human being, believe it or not, I majored in art. What human beings can do is amazing. What they will do is usually disappointing. It's not because we're not capable of it, it's because we don't have new actions because we get in certain emotional states that dominate us, like anxiety, like fear of failure, right? Like the fear of the loss of your mother as an example. So if you're in a state of fear, you're gonna behave very differently and get very different results. That's what that means right there. Than if you were in a place of being courageous or bold or warm or connected or playful, any of those. So the most important key to changing your life in any situation is to change results, you gotta change behavior, but to change behavior, you gotta change the emotional state you're in. Now, how do you do that when you don't feel like it, right? Or it feels overwhelming? There are two ways, and I've done this with the greatest athletes in the world. I've done this with 4 different presidents of the United States. I've done it with billionaire clients. All you have to do to change your state is not try to think your way there, like I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, and do a bunch of affirmations. Your brain's gonna go BS, you are not happy, right? What you need to do is make a radical change in the way you use what we call your physiology. It's a big word, it just means the way you use your physical body. The way I'm speaking right now, because I got 5 minutes also, is sped up just a little bit. But if I said to you, there's a depressed person behind curtain number 1 over there, and I'll donate $100,000 to your best charity, your favorite charity, if you could describe what they're like physically. Tell me what's their posture like if they're depressed. You tell me.
Slumped over.
Slump. Where's their head? Where's their head?
Down.
Down. Are they breathing full or shallow?
Shallow.
And are they talking really fast or more slow?
Slow.
Loud or quiet?
Probably quiet.
Now, you're all saying the same thing. How's that possible? Because you've all practiced this crap before, haven't you?
No.
But here's what you can find. If you take that same person and you change the tempo at which they move, you bring their shoulders back and change their breathing pattern, if they make a faster gesture, if they speak more rapidly, it fires off a different biochemistry in you. And in that state, you will take radically different actions. In fact, I've taught this for 40 years, and about 3 years ago, Harvard finally did a study where they proved what I did worked, and they called it these power positions. And what they showed was if you stand, everyone can try this, stand up just for a moment if you want, everybody at home can try it as well. So do something really silly. Put both your hands on your hips like Wonder Woman or Superman or that stuff, right? If you stand like this and you breathe deep for just 2 minutes, what the science found was that you will absolutely increase your testosterone by 20%, man or woman. You'll drop your cortisol, which as you know is the stress hormone, by 22%, and you're 33% more likely to take action if you wouldn't have before because fear would have stopped you. Now, I don't have people just stand like this. I have people move, use their voice, make radical changes in their bodies. You can have a seat just to get a feel. I know we're short on time, but you can try it later and you'll feel it after 2 minutes. Or, somebody who's, puts their arms back like this and their feet up, that'll produce the same state. It produces more certainty in you. And that certainty gets you to take different actions. So if you are in a situation, you think of the worst scenario, your mom dying, no, my business goes under, I never achieve at the level I need to, all the things I have anxiety about, the minute you focus on them, you go into those states of fear, and then you behave fearful, and you get lousy results. And when you get lousy results, what does it do to your brain? You go, see, I told you I couldn't do this. It becomes this negative loop. So how do we break out of it? We change our focus by asking better questions. Everybody in this room can try this. Just right now, answer this question in your mind. What is it in your life that you're proud of? If there's something you could feel really proud of right now by focusing on it, your children, yourself, something you accomplished, you did, how many can think of something you could feel proud of? And I don't mean fake pride, ego pride, like where you're making things up. I mean, well, you really did something you're proud of. Yeah. Good. Right now, close your eyes and focus on how it feels when you're really proud. Focus on that moment you're proud of. How do you breathe when you feel really proud? And if you're a little kid, what happens to your face when you're really proud? You don't hide it, right? There's that big smile on your face. Raise your hand if you can feel these feelings right now. Everyone here, just say aye if you got it.
Aye.
Awesome. Try one more real fast. Think of something that you could be really grateful for or excited. Pick either one. Something you could be grateful for, a person, a moment, or something if you wanted to that you could be excited about. Let's use excited for a moment. Okay. How many could think of something in your life that if you focused on it, you could feel excited? All right? Close your eyes. And just for a moment, all we're doing is changing your focus. Focus on what could excite you. feel like it's really happening. Your mom's healing, you break through in the business, you're achieving the level you want. Anxiety is rid from my life. I'm on charge, I'm on top of it. How do you breathe when you feel really excited? And then try this. When you're a little kid, you probably made noises, the hell of it, until people told you not to. Make a noise of excitement, a sound of excitement. Go ahead in your bodies, all of you. Do it again. One more. Open your eyes. How many feel that feeling in your body right now?
Yeah.
So if we change the state you're in, just by changing our focus or the way we use our bodies, strongly. Now, if you say, I'm gonna change my body, like I have people do firewalks sometimes or skydiving, and you go, they're scared, and they go, Mr. Robbins said that I should change my physiology, okay? Oh shoot, it didn't work. It's gotta be a radical change, right? Here's my question for all of you. If you focus on what you want, life has probabilities, there's no guarantees, but you increase them when you change your state. And that's really what this is all about. Learning to change your body and learning to change your focus. And I'm gonna invite all 4 of you to seminars to experience this for 4 days.
So in trading, we have this deep-rooted fear sometimes, di ba? Or sometimes euphoria. Or sometimes yung negative excitement from winning in a trade, di ba? So those are like emotional states. Na sometimes, kailangan mo talagang magkaroon ng physical. You know, as they say, law of inertia says what? Nothing happens unless something moves. So movement. It's all about movement. Kailangan talaga yung physical. So kung kunyari, let's say, pag-isipan nyo ito, gawin nyo itong homework. Whenever you're feeling emotional, whatever emotion that is, with fear, greed, anxiety, boredom, ano yung mga physical activities that you can do to change the state para mas ma-achieve nyo yung mga goals nyo. Right? So, next slide please. Next slide please. So, usually may mga nagtatanong sa akin, kagabi lang to, Brad. Very timely. Kagabi lang to. Kap, tapatin na kita. Kung gusto kong maging tulad mong halimaw sa trading, ano gagawin ko? So this was my student before. Sa ZFT. Ayoko na sabihin yung batch pero he's living in Singapore and medyo magaling siya na student, malaki din yung potential niya sa trader, pero medyo hit and miss yung nagaganap. Meron pala kasi siyang anong tawag dito? Mga personal problems. His wife kontra sa plano niya maging trader. No, he's doing trading part-time para lang at least malaman niya yung context. Pero imagine your wife, kontra, kasi hindi nakita ng wife niya yung potential ng trading. Kumbaga parang hindi nakikita something na stable business. Diba? So, sabi niya, Kap, tatapatin lang kita. Kung gusto ko maging tulad mong halimaw sa trading, ano gagawin ko? So, it's all about undergoing a particular process, right? So, nabanggit ko sa inyo na I'm advocating what? Dalawa lang. So, the first one is all about trading systems. So, tinuturuan ko kayo mag-trade. Second one is personal development. Kasi no matter what target you have in trading, if yung sarili mo, if yung mindset mo, if yung heart mo is not ready to consume that, pwede mo sabihin all you want na you want to achieve 100 million in the next 3 years. Pero if your mind cannot consume that, babalik yun doon sa financial thermostat mo. Sabi na sa Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, right? Sino nakabasa din Secrets of the Millionaire Mind? No? Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Oh, di ba? Pag speaker, pwede rin kayo magkamali. So, I'm advocating trading and development kasi gusto ko kayo mag-breakthrough. Di ba nakita ko na ayun yung what's missing for me as a mentor. Hindi ko tinutulungan mag-breakthrough. Di ba? Merong goal yung student, pero yung personally, yung mindset niya is mali. Di ba? Hindi niya pala kayang i-consume. Dapat tuturuan kita ng system that will earn you 400% year on year. Pero yung system mo, yung personal mindset mo pala and beliefs mo, pang 10% lang. So there's something that has to change. 'Di ba? And then that's why sa iba makikita niyo meron tayong mga onting mga personal development moves doon. Meron tayong mga talagang Pag nakikita ko yung iba sa inyo, nagbe-breakthrough eh. May nagpapasalamat sa akin, Kap, thank you, medyo nawala na yung fear ko. Diba, alam ko, na-surpass ko na yung old self ko, and I'm happy about that. And hindi nyo kailangan ito. Diba, kailangan, sabi ko sa kanya, kailangan you need to undergo a process. Kasi this one, yung personal development, that's what worked for me. Diba, yun yung in-undergo ko. Kasi tinanong niya, Kap, kung gusto mo maging tulad mo, halimaw tulad mo. Di ba tulad mo? So, ayun yung nangyari sa akin in the past. In the past couple of years, puro ako personal development. I read books about personal development. Anong tawag dito? I watch videos in YouTube of personal development. I admire people. I research them. I dissect their works. Meron ba sa inyo dito nakapag-dissect na ng tao? Wala pa? Kasama yun sa magiging assignment, you have to dissect two types of people. Isa yung patay na, someone that you want to model, someone that you want to emulate, and isa yung buhay pa, yung pwede nyo pasundan. So in my case, si Jim Rohn, nandyan, then si Tony Robbins, yung buhay, dinadissect. Kobe Bryant, dinadissect ko. Bawat galaw nila. Diba, successful people, you have to model successful people eh. Diba? Pero ang problema doon is, hindi natin alam talaga totally yung proseso nila. Hindi natin alam yung whys nila. Kasi nandun tayo sa end eh. Doon lang sa parang teachings na nakikita natin sa kanila. Parang, let's say, dito na rin papasok yung being goal-oriented and being process-oriented eh. Diba, hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta na lang trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Yung process mo, palpak eh. Yung alam mong proseso, palpak. Yung alam mong proseso is the same process that led you here, that led you to your portfolio, which is pwedeng loss, pwedeng onti lang. So, ano yung trust natin process? Diba? What's trust the process for you? Diba? So, hindi naman natin pwedeng trust the process ang tayo ng trust the process. Eh, kung kunyari yung nilolodi mo na trader, ang goal niya is 100 million, 1 billion. Tapos, nilulook up mo siya. Siyempre, yung process doon, pang 1 billion din. Pwede ka bang merong 1 billion na goal pero yung proseso mo pag 10,000 lang? No, right? So, iba't ibang proseso. Diba? That's what, kung kunyari, let's say dun sa 90-day challenge, sino gumagawa din ng 90-day challenge? Yun, mga proud tingnan natin kung matatapos. Diba? Pang 1 month pa lang eh. So, tingnan natin. Wala pa yatang 1 month, right? Wala pa. So, sino dito nag-enjoy sa 90-day challenge? Woo! Ayun, sana matapos. It's all about discovering yourself. That challenge. It's not for me. Babasahin ko yan, definitely. Pero sabi ko nga doon sa impact, it's all about discovering yourself, knowing yourself, and having that breakthrough. Makita mo, day 90, and makita mo kung sino ka day 1, ibang-iba. Ibang-iba. Gusto ko ipakita sa inyo na you can do a lot in 90 days. You can do a lot in 90 days kung magpo-focus lang kayo. Di ba, JM? Di ba sa pag-gym, di ba? Oh. Ganun yun. So, anyway, nadidirilan, no? So, let's talk about trader. So, trader development, Trader development. I'm all about trading development ngayon. Nandyan ako. Development. Okay. So, itong tanong ko sa inyo, guys. What's your learning plan for yourself? Kung naniniwala na nga kayo dito that you want to change your state, you want to be more happy, or you want to, yung sa be, do, have, you want to be like this, you want to do this, you want to have this. Current state, desired state. This is where are you now? Saan mo gustong pumunta? Now, yung proseso is, ibig sabihin, marami kang kailangan matutunan. Based on this, kailangan mo i-develop yung self mo, kailangan mag-focus sa training system, pinag-aaralan sa impact yan. So, ano yung learning plan nyo? Alam niyo ba kung ano yung learning plan? What are the books that you're going to read? What are the seminars that you're going to attend? What are the videos that you're going to, or webinars, or kung ano man yan, free ba yan, paid ba yan? You have to have a learning plan. Diba, meron ba kayong educational course outline for yourself? Meron ba kayong planong seminar next year? That's your plan for yourself to go from A to B. Kahit gaano karami yung content ng chart na matututunan nyo, wala dyan yung sagot. Nandito yung sagot, oh. Personal development. Hindi kayo gagaling sa trading na kailangan nyo attendan lahat, kailangan nyo basahin lahat ng trading systems. Ito yun eh. That's one part. May time ka for that? Yes. Ginagawa natin sa impact yan? Yes. Dito sa RTC? Yes. Sa online webinars natin na free? Yes. Pero, ito nga eh. Ito yung wala tayo lahat eh. Ayun nga yung sagot dun, no? Tulad ng mga hiling mo sa trading, anong gagawin ko? Ayun yung sagot dun eh. Diba, parang bumabalik na naman tayo. Nandun na naman kayo sa jumping salad. Hindi ko sinasabing kasi pwedeng yung impact na way is hindi nyo way. Hindi effective sa inyo. Hindi ko sinasabing na tapos wag na kayo umattend sa iba. Hindi gano'n. Sinasabi ko, make it work for you. Pwede ka namang tumingin din sa iba. Think outside the box. Kasi ito yung naging sagot for me. So, another thing that I want to point out is reading books and watching videos is procrastination. It's procrastination. Hindi paramihan ng books. Na, sino ba yung nakausap ko gabi, impact attendance, sabi niya, ang dami na nabasang books, ganito. Tapos sabi ko, effective, ano naman siya, Kap, maganda naman yung parang pwede ko siyang mai-apply, Kap, ayun na po, Kap. Wala na yung application talaga na stage. That's why reading books alone, watching TED Talks alone, that's procrastination. But, it's strategic procrastination. It's strategic. Parang, meron pa rin. Pero sabi ko nga, experience is the only teacher. Sinabi ko sa impact yun, di ba? Kasi yung tinuro sa akin ng mentor ko, experience is the only teacher. Wala yung mga books, mga reading. Kung meron ka accountability partner, discuss with him. Para alam yung mga action plans na pwede natin gawin dito from this book. Sinabi ko nga sa kanya, sige, ang binasa nga si Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Sige, magbigay ka ng wealth file. Na ano yung pwede mo dyan na magkaroon ka ng action. Wala maibigay eh. Na pwede siya magkaroon ng action ha. Kaya niyang i-enumerate. Hindi naman ito memorization eh. Diba? That's why sabi nila, it's procrastination, reading books and watching videos. Pero hindi ko sinasabing I want you guys to take action. Kasi nga, reading books nandito lang Pwedeng minsan dito, pero nasan to? Yung physical, state change. Kailangan lahat eh. Diba? Movement is everything. Wow, may bago na naman si Kap. Diba sabi mo sa atin, may bago na naman si Kap? Movement is everything.